Mississippi River, the Missouri River areas, and then our locks and dams and reservoirs. Starting out with the Illinois River, currently the flows on the Illinois have crested and are dropping. We've had, we anticipate that will continue at draft, and we're currently at 24, a little over 24.5 feet, and we anticipate our current forecast that elevations that will drop. On the Illinois River, we did have one incident earlier this week. Had flash flooding in the Jacksonville area. We had approximately between 6 and 11 inches of rainfall that came down, causing a flash flood tributary creeks that overtopped the levee in Scott County, resulting in 3 locations that were breached there. We were on site with our engineers. We've provided technical assistance to them in that area. We're working an interim solution or interim fix for that area. Moving over to the Mississippi as well. We've had a bump of water coming down from the upper Miss. It has crested. That crest is moving through St. Louis. Current elevations in Clarksville is 28.7. Dropping down into St. Louis, we're at 33 feet. Dropping about a half a foot a day. We anticipate that the forecast is going to keep us dropping within the St. Louis area. All of the locks and dams on the Mississippi are in operation, as you can see from our location here at 27. Moving over to the Missouri River again is stable. Our current elevation at St. Charles is 24.9. We anticipate that that's going to stay in the minor flood area. We'll pop up over the 25-foot area, but based on current forecasts, we do not anticipate any major flooding on the levees within Missouri. Looking at our reservoirs, we have high water throughout the system, and we will maintain that level over the next couple of weeks. The biggest area is the Carlisle Lake. That was hit by the same rainfall event that Jacksonville received. We are monitoring the conditions there, and we'll work to reduce the stress on the rest of the Kaskaskia River. Similarly, Kaskaskia Lock and Dam, because of the high water on the Kaskaskia, is closed. We'll open that when we drop below 380.5. Finally, Wapapello in the southern area of the district, that was the area earlier in the year we had record elevations and releases there. That we have since dropped about 30 feet, 35 feet in elevation at Wapapello. Still, we have transitioned there into the recovery mode. We're working with the local communities, MoDOT, to put that system back into operation. We anticipate all of the locks and dams, all of the recreation facilities at Wapapello to be open again for the fair. I want to end by again talking that our primary focus here is on public safety. The current conditions, as we know, we are going to maintain high water throughout our system, but our current will not have us pushing into the major flood areas. We will continue to monitor those forecasts. We will make adjustments to the impacts and communicate those adjustments to the local communities if we get additional rainfall. We are prepared if we receive additional rain. We've got flood fight teams that are prepared to go out on whether it be the Illinois, the Mississippi, or the Missouri. We've had extensive preparation this spring with our local levee districts, so we are prepared in the event that we do get high water. But as of right now, the most likely forecast that we've got from the National Weather Service will keep us will keep us below major flood level. So subject to any questions, that's all I have to say.
None of the rain that I know last week you and the fellow from the National Weather Service were talking about, if you have excessive amounts of rain over long periods of time. I know that there has been a lot of rain in the upper part of the country in the past week since we talked to you last week. Has that, or does that concern the Corps or the National Weather Service?
Well, we will continue to monitor the rain on the upper end of the basin. As of right now, those forecasts are built, those rainfalls are built into our forecast, so we are confident that we will be able to maintain below the major flood stage, even with those get persistent high rain events that will come up, but again, we're focusing on the most likely scenario right now, which is the forecast we've received from the National Weather Service.
Talk more about these lakes with the holiday weekend coming up. You know, a lot of folks will be on the lakes to celebrate the holiday. Are Carlisle Lake, Wren Lake, Lake Shelbyville, Springfield, they all going to be okay?
Our lakes will be open. Carlisle Lake, especially, there will be some impacts there. What I would suggest for anyone that is visiting our lakes is just check our webpage. We anticipate being able to support the normal operations that we have there. That webpage won't have any specifics for this location. But we are open. We are looking for a very good 4th of July weekend. We'll keep things interchanging.
And what about the recreational river areas up in the Alton along the Mississippi? I know that's very popular holiday summer. Is that impacted, or how badly is that impacted?
Again, we have slightly higher elevations on the river. We are cresting, we are dropping. So there will be some impacts, but again, we anticipate that those areas will remain open.
Do you know how long at this point before the river areas particularly get back to normal or closer to normal below flood stage?
The big driver for that will be what happens with the rain. At this point, if we get additional rainfall, that's going to be what keeps us at the current levels that we're at. The Mississippi right now is going to be dropping very quickly if we do not get additional rainfall. About a half a foot a day is what we're talking about now, is what's dropped in the last 24 hours. So we can see a very quick drop on it. That could change if we get additional persistent rainfall.
Okay, there were concerns, and there have been concerns for a while about the levees, particularly up in the Alton-Dodson area. How are those levees holding up through all of this heavy rain and heavy high rivers right now?
All of the levees in the Alton area and throughout the district, with the exception of the one we talked about here, are performing and are not at risk as a result of the current forecast, or at risk of overtopped as a result of the current forecast. There is always risk associated with any levee system. We need to be aware of that. People that live in a floodplain behind a levee need to be aware of those risks. But based on the systems that are out there, they are performing as designed.